everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today's process video is for the July Challenge Yourself Challenge. And this challenge is all about using shapes. So you could do a variety of different shapes. You could focus on just using one shape, and it can be hearts, circles, hexagons, squares, whatever kind of shape that you want to do. And as always, there just has to be a photo of you on the layout. That's it. So it's super easy. We can't wait to see what you guys create. And if you go to the link below, you'll go to the Challenge Yourself blog where you can see what all the rest of the design team created. So this is my take on the challenge. And right now it kind of looks like I'm just like working with rectangles, right? Because I've got those big strips of pattern paper. I'm actually using those scraps to create my own 12 by 12 piece of paper. And that's something that I've gotten into doing lately, thanks to inspiration from Shamel. So the papers that I have, I think some of it is maybe Bella Boulevard. There's some Paige Evans. I really don't remember. I think one might be Pink Fresh too. But anyway, they're just random paper scraps that I happen to have, and I just washi taped them all together. I don't know if washi tape is the best. I kind of had to go back and reinforce a few of the seams. I think it would be better if I had had some space to overlap the papers, but I just didn't, and that's okay. But you know, if you have some paper strips like this left over in your scrap bin and you're like, what can I do with them? Just put them all together like this and make your own paper. It's really easy and it's fun to do. So there's like a black and white pattern, kind of a green and white, like a green tealish color. And then the yellow has little like pinkish, peachish lightning bolts on it. So I liked them all together, and I also liked them for this photo because the photo is of me. You're getting a lot of 5K selfies for these challenges. The photo is a selfie that I took doing the I Run for Giant Pandas 5K, virtual 5K back in March. And so obviously pandas are black and white. And when I also think of pandas, I think of like green because of the bamboo. That's actually how I designed my daughter's nursery when she was a baby. Black, white, and green with pandas because they're my favorite. So those were kind of the main colors. I thought I was going to maybe do something that was all like black, white, and green. But because I was, Frankensteining these papers together, I added other colors into it. But anyway, that's kind of how this got started. So I like that some of the patterns are greenish, and then there's like the black and white pattern as well, just to kind of go with my panda theme. Then I also pulled a few scraps. I had this heart punch, and when I saw the challenge being posted, I immediately thought, well, I can use paper punches to create shapes. And so this heart punch is something that I got at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo maybe 3 years ago now, and I don't use it as much as I should, which is why I totally screwed up that first punch. I did it wrong. So that's not fun, but I'm gonna let it go. No big deal. The rest of them, I finally figured out what I was doing. The rest of the hearts punch out well. And you're like, why are you punching hearts in your background paper? Because I'm going to put something behind the hearts so that there's, again, even more of like a little pattern peeking through from behind. So I do the first three, and then I realize I should probably like get my stuff laid out so that I don't end up punching a heart somewhere where it's just going to be covered up by embellishments. And I just wanted them to be random. There was no rhyme or reason of why I was putting them there. I just started punching. And then what's also nice is that it punches out. So you have like the hole where the heart is there, but then I have a heart-shaped piece of paper that had been cut out. So I can use those for something else, for another embellishment, which I will be doing on this layout. But because I started working with the heart punch, I just kind of went on like a heart kick. So I found the Amy Tangerine late afternoon stuff, and it said like live with a grateful heart. And then I started pulling other things out that were heart or love themed. And I literally just like cut all these hearts from the Amy Tangerine, Be Brave, Brave Bold, whatever it is, from that sticker book. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of hearts on there. So that's basically my shape. You might see other shapes on here, but hearts are the main thing. And a lot of this stuff I'm just using is leftovers from the May Chamel Best of Both Worlds kit. I don't use any of the June stuff on this one. It's basically leftovers from that, and then leftovers from I guess my May scrapbook haul kit that I purchased myself. So there's like Pink Fresh, there's Alta New, and again, hearts are like the main thing. That Heart Punch, I don't think I said, is from We Are Memory Keepers. And I'm sure they make ones that have other shapes. And what I like about this is that instead of some of the other traditional paper punches, you can place it wherever you want. So you're not limited to how far it can reach over the paper, if that makes sense. So because you can lift this up and move it, and the bottom and the top are magnetic, like they're going to fit together, and you're going to get a good punch as long as you put the little sandwich together right. But I really like that about that punch, and so that's the only one I have. I should really buy more and like get rid of some of my other paper punches that you can't do that with. So I had this black and white tissue paper, and originally I had thought I was going to do a lot more with the tissue paper because it was black and white, and this layout is about the panda 5K, blah blah blah. And then I just said, you know what? I'm going to use the tissue paper to go behind the little hearts. And so you're going to get some white and black stripes peeking through. The hearts are very small, so you don't get a whole lot of it, but I still really like the effect, and it's just a fun way to add a different element to your scrapbook layouts. I don't really know if people are still using tissue paper as much as they were. A couple years ago, it felt like everybody was using tissue paper on scrapbook layouts, whether they were matting their photos with it or just whatever. Maybe not so much anymore. I feel like the people that I follow on YouTube, the scrapbookers that I follow on YouTube, aren't so much into the tissue paper, but whatever. I still like to keep some of it around just in case inspiration strikes and I want to use tissue paper on a layout. So let me know in the comments below what you think about using tissue paper on a scrapbook layout. It's probably not acid free. Does that matter to anybody? I know like way back in the day, oh my gosh, everything has to be acid free, or like it's gonna yellow in your scrapbooks. Like, okay, I don't really care that much. I'm sure that most scrapbooking supplies are just that way anyway. Tissue paper is not a traditional scrapbooking supply, but I'm not gonna let that bother me. So I've got this whole like line on the right hand side of the photo of embellishments, and I was really just trying to like layer things up. The off sides, the little hearts that were punched out, I popped them up on some foam dots to give this some extra dimension, and then I placed those around as extra embellishment. So that's pretty cool. It adds some different patterns and some different colors. And now I'm adding the journaling. So I didn't really know. Yeah, I didn't have like a specific journaling spot. I needed something that was big because I knew what I wanted to say about this. I'm going to title this layout I Feel Seen, because literally when I was on the I Run for Movement website looking at what virtual 5Ks that they had available, and I saw that there was I Run for Giant Pandas, and I was like, oh my gosh, they know me personally. This is amazing. And so that's why I wanted to title it that, and I wanted to have that whole story in the journaling. So I took a Vicki Boutin Color Story tag. It had some words on the right-hand side of it. That's why I'm kind of angling it and hiding it behind the photo a little bit, because I don't really want that part to show. I just want my journaling to show. And then I added an extra popped up foam dot heart right next to it. So this is the moment when I need to stock up on some more alpha stickers, because the ones I have, they don't have the right letters. I am so low on E's, you guys. They need to make like vowel sheets of alphas. You know, they can still do the regular A through Z with some numbers or symbols and whatever, and I'll buy those as well. But in the alphas, the thickers that I like in those styles, they need to just do like a whole vowel pack, and then that be it, because I'm always running low on vowels. Maybe like vowels, S's, T's, and R's, because I feel like I never have enough of those. So you get to see me go through all of the alpha stickers that I own, which is sad. And maybe at some point I should just get rid of some of them because like style wise, maybe I don't even like them anymore, but I keep some of them around because I feel like, oh, I never know when I'm gonna need this. And hey, this has some vowels in it that might work. So that's just me. I'm kind of an alpha sticker hoarder. So there's the title. And that's kind of it. I'm just adding a few more Altenew heart enamel dots or enamel hearts, whatever. And I really like all the different texture and dimension that there is on this layout. So again, this is for the Challenge Yourself layout or Challenge Yourself challenge for July to use shapes. Follow the link below to go to the Challenge Yourself blog. There is a prize up for grabs. It's always fun to see what everybody creates. And if you have questions about anything about the challenge, products I used, techniques I used, let me know in the comments. And make sure you click the subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss out on more process videos and when new challenges go live. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!